Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Review today. Let's go take a look and see what's in the fridge today. Hi guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer is 20th Anniversary Ale. This is from Otter Creek Brewery. This is their 20th Anniversary Ale in 1991 to 2011. This is a 12% alcohol beer. A little on the stronger side. Once they get to that strong, they really have a really boozy smell to me. And a lot of guys like that really heavy, strong, boozy taste and the bigger beers like that because it'll get you there faster, no doubt about that. But, you know, I'm in more of the taste and all that than trying to catch a whopper of a buzz nowadays. When I was a young fellow, I drank my share, not to float a battleship around as the song goes, but nowadays I like beer of taste and don't drink that many of them in a setting. You know, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 on a good night, and that's about it. I'm done for the evening. And if I'm drinking something this strong, maybe 1, 2, then I'm done for the evening. This has got the yellow code etched on the side of the bottle here too, so if you want to go look up the code, it tells you when the beer was produced. But this is a 20th Anniversary Ale. It was only produced once, brewed one time. This is from Otter Creek Brewery / Woolivers. They're both together. The style here, they say it's an alt beer according to Beer Advocate, but from other notes I've got here, it's been called an Imperial Cobbler Ale, and it looks like a coffee stout, and it tastes like a barley wine from what some people say. So I mean, it's got a lot of misrepresentation on this type of beer. So this is this food pairing for this beer is the cuisine would be German, of course, and then the cheeses are earthy, camembert, fontina, and the meat is smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Guys, I just bought me a smoker. Just got it put together over there. Went and picked it up, and we're going to be doing some smoked meats and stuff. So I'll be telling you what beers will be going more with the smoked meats. This is my first smoker and first time doing any kind of smoked meats and stuff. So we'll see how that turns out. So hope it don't burn up and down. The glass for this, it says the Stange and the Slender Cylinder. I'm going to pour it in a Duvel glass, guys. That's what I got out tonight, and that's what we're going to pour it in. I think it looks more, it's going to look more like a porter or a stout than it is an alt beer or any kind of copper ale, because from what I understand, this is pretty dark, almost black. The beer is not recommended for extended cellaring, but I don't know why they would say that. 12% beer, it's going to keep. It's going to keep, and it's going to keep, and it's going to keep. 12%. It'll keep 20 years probably. So let's see what we got on this. Let's get the cap off this puppy. Get it in the glass. 12%. You reckon it'll produce a head down the center? I seriously doubt it. Yeah, look at there. You got about a half a finger, maybe a quarter finger of head. That was a super aggressive pour right down the center. It is not black. It is a dark coppery color. Nowhere near the resemblance of any kind of porter or stout that I've ever seen. So a lot of what people are saying, they don't know what the cat's ass looks like. This is not a black as a stout or a porter. So it looks very much like a very coppery ale. So I think it's a little darker than a normal alt beer would be. I don't think it's quite to that darkness or redness. Alt beer is actually not my style. I would have to look up the SRM and color on that, but it looks a little dark for an alt beer. I'm sure myself will correct me if I'm wrong, but it's nowhere near the darkness of a porter or a stout, so that's horse hockey. Let's get a nose on this one, guys. Very sweet like a barley wine, though. Now, if I had a blindfold on and was smelling this, it smells very sweet, like it's got a lot of malt, and of course it's 12%. 12% takes a lot of malt to get that kind of alcohol up there. And it smells very, very much like a barley wine. Not any hop presence to me at all as far as the aromas. I'm sure they're there. If not, it'd be so sweet you couldn't drink it. Well, enough of me flapping my gums. Just leaving a very nice lacing on the glass as it moves around. And as I do that, the bubbles just stream up. So it looks like it's fairly carbonated. Let's get in the glass. Let's get a nose. I mean, a nose. I've done the nose. Let's get some lips on it. Very nice. Very easy drinking for 12%. A little on the bitter side. I'm getting dark fruits like plums and raisins and stuff. Maybe some dates and figs. A lot of alcohol in this one though. I mean, I don't get the taste in the nose on, but 12%. Six malts are used in this, and they use German and American hops producing this. It's fairly well balanced. I mean, maybe just a tad more on the sweet side than could use just a little bit more hoppiness in my taste. That's just my opinion, guys. Very nice. I mean, very pleasant. If I was into drinking the great big beers, I mean, I consider a good beer or a regular beer up to about 7%. Then 7 to 9 or 10 is maybe a double, and above 10%, it's like a triple to me as far as I'm concerned. So, being at 12%, this I would consider this a triple, and it's very pleasant for a triple. Very nice, very pleasant. Yeah, I'm impressed with this one. I don't know if it's going to get an A yet or not. Try out the fridge, 40 degrees. So it always is when I break them out of the fridges. Very tasty right now. The alcohol is probably going to get a little more intense as it warms up here, but we're going to let it warm up and let the other half settle it and see what she thinks of it. And we'll be right back. We'll do the final chug, but that's definitely above average beer. And let's see if it gets an A. It might be a B. Let's see what happens. Stick around. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around. I mean, this is probably one of the best beers that I've had from Otter Creek or / Woolivers. Pretty tasty beer, pretty big beer. 12%. A lot of dark fruits in this. Raisins, prunes, figs, dates. Now this warmed up, a lot of alcohol too. This is 12%. I mean, this is this is 2.5 Budweisers. Wow. Big beer. Final chug, guys. I didn't want that last drop to go to waste. Wow. Very good beer. Very nice beer. Very easy drinking beer to me for a 12% beer. Usually once they get above 10%, they're usually too strong for me. They overpower my palate. So, and this one doesn't do that to me. But it's the last beer of the evening, so pretty good. I enjoyed that one, guys. I'm gonna give it an A. It's a 9 on a scale of 10. It's a very good beer. Got the date code on the side of it. It's only brewed once. From what I've had from Woolivers and Otter Creek, it is a very good representation of a stronger. It's a strong. If it's an alt beer, it's a very strong alt beer. I'm considering it as a imperial copper ale to me. That's basically where I would put it. Rate beer comes up with a 70 overall and 21 in the style. So they wouldn't impress with the style this beer is put in either. And 70 overall, I think that's pretty low marks for this beer. And if they've not had any other beers, they might go with that grade. But I've had some of their other beers, and I think it's a pretty good representation of what they can do. And it's a good beer. It's a good beer. It might not be marked in the right style, but it's a pretty tasty beer. So I would degrade it for the style that they put it in, but it's a decent beer. 12%, easy drinking, nice taste. You wouldn't want to session this beer at 12%. I mean, if you drank 2 of these, you'd be there. You'd be done. You'd be drunk. And don't be driving any equipment there when you drink 2 of these. So, guys, it's a good beer. Beer Alkin has a B- in this, and I think it's just a tad better than that. I enjoyed it. So, guys, if you've had this beer, give me some comments back on this one. This is the 20th anniversary ale from Otter Creek. Let me know if you've had it. Give me some comments back on this one, guys. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and come back tomorrow. We're going to look in the fridge and see what's in there. Join me then.